we'll get the graphics going for you. Here we go. Going to have Kate Howlett in lane 3, Cameron Fusey in lane 4, Alex O'Sullivan in 5, Gator, Crimson Gator. This is the girls 12 and under, 200 free, 5 heats. This meet is only scheduled to be about 2 hours, so it's a quick blast for you here today. Once again, my mother is with me, Carolyn Abreu. Jeremy Woodsmall also in the house. He just walked by. But my mom doing the old camera production, she missed it. You know, she missed all that time at Brown spent during long course. She couldn't wait to get back here. So she's here with me a full day here today. It's going to be an interesting, well, you know, we don't have a lot of meets at Brown, so she'll be able to help me here at Brown. She'll help me here at Seekonk. You know, the WPI meet, I gotta find some help because she won't be traveling up to that one, or the ones at MIT because we'll typically be sleeping over for those meets. So the pool is cleared. The swimmers are lined up. You all can hear me and see everything well. We're very excited to bring you this opening meet. Of the short course season. Timers aren't in position yet, but I think they will be momentarily. Our usual cast of characters, and I say that in a good way from the official side. Jason Eady, Ken Cartwright, Abby leading the way. I think Dickie Parasalt is here somewhere. Good Saturday in early stages of fall. If you're a college football fan, some really big college football games today. Clemson takes on North Carolina State. That'll be a big game. Alabama takes on Arkansas. That'll be a good game. I know there's many others. Timers are making their way to the bulkhead. And we are almost ready to get going. All right, so we're ready to get going here. Again, we're at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center here on the campus of Brown University. It's the 2022 Gator Specialty Meet. Swimmers are on the blocks. And we are off and running on our first official meet of the 2022 short course season. Kate Howlett in lane 3, Cameron Fusey in lane 4, Alex O'Sullivan is in lane 5. Howlett 12, Fusey 12, Alex O'Sullivan also 12. We're right on the money with the 11:45 start time. It's Howlett out to the early lead after 50. I'm going to see how many times today I mess up and I say meters instead of yards. I think coming off of long course season, sometimes there's always a little hangover, so to speak. Howlett continues to lead the way in lane 3. Howlett in lane 3, O'Sullivan in 5, Fusey in lane 4. Lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, lane 8 at the top. Howlett continuing to lead. O'Sullivan second. Fusey third. It was great to see Cameron Fusey's dad, Kevin Fusey, here. So Kevin and I went. Oh, you know what? Did we go to grammar school together? I think we went to St. Teresa's together a little bit. We went to St. Ray's together Kevin was a swimmer himself. He ended up going to LaSalle and then swimming at UNH after that. Haven't seen Kevin in a good 20, 25 years, maybe even a little bit longer. So I got to run into him this morning. Got to run into Matt McBurney, another Pawtucket legend, whose son Cameron swims for Gators, 10 years old. So a big reunion, a Pawtucket reunion here at Brown University here this morning. Kate Howlett will take our opening heat. It's good to see that our graphics and everything is working good. 2:22:08 for Howlett. She didn't come in with the time, so this is likely the first time she swam the 2 free. Nice job by Kate. O'Sullivan finishes second, 2:32:74. Fusey will finish her final 50. Oh, our graphics stayed on the screen there. Oh, that's why. There we go. We'll turn those off for a second till we switch back. Fusey will finish up. We'll move into heat number 2. So Fusey will finish up. Soft touch on the wall as we'll move into heat 2. Kate Howlett, your heat 1 winner. There are your lane assignments for heat number 2. Arya Cole in lane 1, Elise Ferreira in 2, Reese Caldwell in 3. It's Madison Mannion in lane, let's start over. No one in lanes 1 and 8. Arya Cole in lane 2, Elise Ferreira in 3, Reese Caldwell in 4, Madison Mannion in lane 5, Kate Reynolds in 6, Grace Garvey is in lane number 7. This is heat 2 of 5, our opening event of the short course season, 200 freestyle. We're in the 12 and under session here this morning from a rainy Brown University. I think it's still raining. It is as I look outside. Still quite a bit of rain. Ferreira leading the way early, followed by Garvey and Caldwell. We hope you all had a great summer. Anybody who's into the live chat would love to hear what you did this summer. Any great family vacations, any exciting stories, put them into the live chat. Happy to hear about them. I know for the Abreu family in August, we had a pretty uneventful month of August. Went to New Hampshire for a week, but besides that, just a lot of normal summer stuff, finding a pool, going to the beach, stuff like that. Ferreira continues to lead the way in lane 3. Garvey a 10th behind in lane 7. Reese Caldwell in 3rd. Top 3 swimmers separated by about 2.5 seconds. Yes, Adam, I'm just seeing your comments. The cut time stuff will be great. It is awesome. I know that the developer has been working on it for quite some time. Obviously, there is a ton of back-end coding and development that needs to get done because it's all really pulled out of the high-tech system. So I'm still interested in how, obviously the software is used around the country. So I don't know if the cut times are going to be something that's loaded in on like the master level, or if it's something I will need to load in like at the beginning of every session or whatever. Hopefully not, because there's way too many times to load in, but they are going to get that accomplished hopefully this short course season. So looking forward to that. Grace Garvey's going to take heat 2 here from Crimson. 11 years old. She goes at 2:46:07. That's a 1-minute time drop. So great job, Grace Garvey. Madison Mannion comes all the way back and takes 2nd. Nice job by Mannion. Ferreira takes 3rd. Mannion was actually 5th at the 100-meter mark. excuse me, at the 100-yard mark. Sorry. We'll move into heat number 3. Bonnie Arrigo in lane 1, Iris Tessier in lane 2, Rory Caldwell in lane 3, Haley Ferreira in 4. The scoreboard is not working right now, folks, so that's why it's not running in the building, so that's why you're seeing some static graphics here. Haley Ferreira in 4, Rachel Picro in 5, Avery Lamb in 6, Mackenzie Shearer in 7. It's Molly McKinnon in lane 8. I don't know if they know why the scoreboard isn't working. There we go. Scoreboard working and running again. So you're not going to see correct times up here. They had a little scoreboard problem. So we'll have to play it by sight on this one. But it looks like it's lane 4, and that's Haley Ferreira leading the way from Gators. Here comes Bonnie Arrigo in lane 1. I think they're at the end here. Ferreira and Arrigo battling. Nope, they're not at the end. Another 50 to go. Ferreira leads the way. She's followed closely by Arrigo. McKinnon running 3rd right now. So Kate Howlett, Alex O'Sullivan, new to Gators. Welcome to the O'Sullivan and Howlett families. Classmates of Nico at Nathaniel Bishop Middle School, and they are both 12, not 10. Yeah, no, I probably misspoke. Yeah, I do see that they're 12 on the sheet. So McKinnon, it looks like, took 1st. Ferreira 2nd, Arrigo 3rd. Those times are not correct, so check Meet Mobile for the real times because the scoreboard started late. That's why we have backup timers and all that good stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, Kate Howlett probably has an older sister, Orla, who my daughter Addison is friendly with. Okay, so they're doing a test. Here we go. So we're ready to go in heat 4. Sana Joshi in lane 1, Charlotte Erickson in 2, Mary Lee in 3, Emily Van Dongen in 4, Bryn Lamb in 5. It's Avery Abreu in lane 6, Gemma Kent in 7. Emma Holland rounds out the field in lane number 8. Top time coming in here belongs to Emily Van Dongen, 2:27.50. She's in lane 4, so keep an eye on her. A lot of speedsters in this particular heat. And the next heat, which will be our final heat, mostly 10 and 11-year-olds here in heat 4. Gemma Kent, the lone 12-year-old in lane 7. It's Avery Abreu, though, leading the way early at the 50-yard mark. Again, this is the 200 free. Again, we thank everyone taking the time to join us here this weekend, or for today, I should say, here at Brown University. Halfway mark, it's Abreu still leading the way by a second over Gemma Kent. Mary Lee in 3rd, 2 seconds behind. I can tell you my daughter Avery, who is in lane 6, very uncharacteristically nervous before, not necessarily this morning before the meet, but last night, a lot of nervous energy, had a tough time going to sleep. I felt like it had a very Christmas Eve type feel to it. You know, like that night before Christmas, the kids can't sleep, they're all excited, they're all got all this nervous energy. That's how Avery was last night. And I was like, it's just another meet, kiddo. You got this. I'm sure many of our kids going through the same emotions. First meet of the season, especially the kids that are new to the team. So final 25 to go here. It is Avery Abreu who leads the way still. Here comes Gemma Kent, though. Gemma Kent pushing. Let's see if Abreu can hold her off. They're at the flags and into the wall, and it will be Avery Abreu who takes it. 2:21.92 for Abreu. It's a 9-second time drop. Kent takes second. Mary Lee takes third. So Avery Abreu, your Heat 4 winner. We'll move into our 5th and final heat. Top overall qualifier here, Sarah Zhang, 12 years old from Gators. She's in lane 4. Maddie Hardison in lane 1. Dia Cole in lane 2. Nico Wienert in 3. Sarah Zhang in 4. Grace Lunardelli in 5. Avery Trin in 6. Emily Pelchat in 7. Kathleen Rossi in lane 8. This should be a very fast one here, folks. Zhang and Lunardelli, the only swimmers sub 2 minutes and 10 seconds. The rest is a pretty big stretch after that. Nico Wienert comes in with the third best time, 2:11.97. Zhang leads the way, followed by Wienert and Lunardelli right now. Once again, we're live at Brown University. It's the opening meet of the short course season. Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center. This is our opening heat of the morning, 12 and under. And I'll tell you, if you're like me, I actually appreciated not having a morning session that starts at 8 o'clock. I feel like this was pretty nice. You know, at 11:45 start time. And still predicted the older session, 13 and over, to be done at 5:45. So that's pretty good time. So you still have your Saturday night for the most part. We're missing our times in the top left, so I got to see why that is. Let's see. All right, so Sarah Zhang will take it, followed by Grace Lunardelli and Nico Wienert. Emily Pelchat takes 4th. Nice job by her. We'll move into boys, 12 and under, 2 free. Event number 2, there will be only 2 heats. Boys are ready to go, lined up. And they are in the water. Landon Wang in lane 1. It's Neil Cambatacone in lane 2. Thomas Zhang in 3. Miles Goncalves in 4. Julian Scott in lane 5. Colin Wallace in 6. Daniel Abdalin in 7. And Will Anderson in lane number 8. First heat of the boys getting some action here this morning at Brown University. Trying to always recognize all of the volunteer timers. Kelly Hardison, Jeff Richards, Courtney Trin. It's tough to see. I can't tell who all the, Kat Lee is in the house. So a big thank you to all the timers, all the volunteers. We certainly appreciate it. Without you, we can't make this thing happen. Miles Goncalves from Gators leading the way in lane 4. Came in with a 2:44.54. He's 12 years old. Continues to be one of the standout swimmers for Gators. Goncalves continues to lead the way, followed by Julian Scott of RIAC, Rhode Island Aquatic Club. They're led by Jen Delafredi. Daniel Abdelin running in third. But it will be Miles Goncalves who owns heat number 1. Be your opening heat winner, 2:40.43 for Goncalves. Nice job by Miles there. Looks like Julian Scott from RIAC will take second. So Miles Goncalves, your opening heat victor. We'll move on to heat number 2. Big weekend for the Patriots this weekend. A very interesting past few days, really, in the NFL. So we saw Mac Jones go down with, by his reaction, I thought he broke his leg last weekend. As the Patriots always do, very sparse with information about injuries. Mac Jones showed up to practice on Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. He was ruled out yesterday. So Brian Hoyer will get the start this weekend out in Green Bay. Should be interesting as we move into heat number 2, our final heat. Andre Samirsky in lane 1. It's Slim and Sammy Howes in lane 2. Paul Dolan in 3. Joey Eady in 4. Peter Zhu in 5. Victor Figuet Kosarev in 6. William Park in 7. And Ethan Bushinsky in lane 8. Then we also had a very interesting developments in Miami with the Dolphins. So Tua Tagovailoa leaves the game last week. Showed, and listen, by full disclaimer, folks, I'm not a doctor. I wish I was. But full disclosure there, he left the game, appeared to have like some sort of head injury, some neurological things going on. It's kind of hotly contested and talked about all week. He plays Thursday night football, has a similar type of hit, has to get stretchered off the field. So thoughts are with him. He was able to fly back under his own will, but I'll tell you, the concussion thing is nothing to mess around with. Always scary. Joey Eady leading the way, followed by Peter Zhu and Paul Dolan. Eady continues to look good. Had a good conversation with Joey's mom, Jenny, this morning. What a summer they had. The one highlight I'll say is she showed me an amazing picture from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where they took a little camping excursion. probably ended up being about 5 to 10 feet away from a black bear and her cub. Fortunately, they were in a car, so they were safe, but what an amazing picture that was. Joey Edie goes 2:01.94 for the victory. Peter Zhu takes second. Third place looks like it's going to come from lane 3, and that's Paul Dolan the third, but Joey Edie, your Heat 2 winner. We're going to get into the 50s here, folks. 50 fly. Fly is our first shootout. Edie, Zhu, and Dolan, they're your top 3. Event 2, Heat 2 here. This is back to the girls, 12 and under, 50 fly, 4 heats. These are all Gators. I don't have the logos here. They're all, this must be the new branch of the Gator team. On the system, it shows up as BGSCW. So I'll have to get the logo updated for that team. But it's Mulvin Mulvaney in lane 3, Sammy Saloy in lane 4, Clara Fergal in 5. Again, they're all from Gators. Mulvaney's 8, Saloy is 9, Fergal is 8. This is the first time they're swimming this. So there are no times for them. Again, this is the 50 fly. And it looks like it's Sammy Saloy in lane 4 leading the way. She's looking strong. She will be your opening heat winner here in the girls 12 and under 50 fly. 51.37 for Saloy. Looks like it's Mulvaney who's going to take second. She's in lane 3. Always nice to see these 8 and 9-year-olds doing butterfly. Great job here. Mulvaney will take second. Fergal takes third. As we move into heat number 2. Kenley Teller in lane 1, Callie Bruno in 2, Reedy Sharma in 3. It's Emily Van Dongen in 4, Mary Lee in 5, Vivi Larrabee in lane 6, Olivia Lundstrom in 7, and in lane 8, it's Suli Jung from Crimson. There's your lineup here for the 50 fly. Again, we're in shootout territory. Top 8 will square off. They'll go down to 4. They'll go down to 2. Right now, it looks like lane 6, Vivi Larrabee, although here comes Mary Lee, who's going to touch first, and it's Emily Van Dongen out of nowhere. Van Dongen takes first, Larrabee second, Lee third. As we move into heat number 3 of 4. So Dari Daravienko in lane 1, Madeline Young in 2, lane 3 is open, Zhang in 4, Trin in 5, Hughes in 6, Kahoy in 7. Sarah Zhang takes first, Hughes second, Madeline Young takes third. Heat 4, Lucy Kershaw in lane 1, Bonnie Arrigo in lane 2, Gemma Kent in 3, Grace Lunardelli in 4, Dia Cole in 5, Kathleen Rossi in 6, Vivian Woodsmall in 7. In lane 8, it's Iris Pegman Walsh. Lunardelli takes first, Arrigo second, Cole takes third. Shootouts won't start until the boys finish. So we'll move into the boys 50 fly. Only 2 heats here. Your lane assignments will be on the screen shortly. Leon Valerio in lane 1, Thomas Zeng in 2, Adam Tong in 3, Alex Picard in 4, Ryan Cahoy in lane 5, Aiden Kent in 6, Jason Wong in 7, Vincent Braun in lane 8. Alex Picard takes first. It's Ryan Cahoy in a strong showing, taking second. Third place goes to, I think, Adam Tong, although Eden, maybe Aiden Kent. There's a soft touch there somewhere. So we'll move on to heat number 2.
Please pay attention to the heat and the lane that you are in. And please pay attention to the scoreboard so that you know what event is swimming, please, so nobody misses their event. Thank you.
Yeah. So this will be heat 2, event 4, boys 12 and under 50 fly. Lucas Samersky in lane 1, Carter Trin in lane 2, Andrew Tong in lane 3, Slam and Sammy Howes in lane 4, Lucas Dew in 5, Edward Jung in 6, Tate Rockland in 7, Jordan Ikabuchi in lane 8. Slam and Lucas Samersky takes third. So I think this is now where we move into the shootouts. I don't know if we're going to have all the information on the screen on those, but I'll get you the information. I think because it's on the fly here, they got to figure it out quick. All right, so there
First
will.
seed, 10 under girls. Emily Van Dongen in 4. Vivian Woodsmall in 5. Olivia Lundstrom in 3. Lucy
Okay, so
Kershaw
this is
in
the
6.
shootout. This is the top 8.
Sully Jung in 2. Amber Cahoy in 7. Daria Derevyanko in 1. And Sammy. Immediately after that, we'll go into the 11 and 12s. 8. Sarah Zhang will be in 4. Grace Lunardelli in 5. Bonnie Arrigo in 3. Vivi Larrabee in 6. Ann Cole in 2. So we make sure that they're all in the right place. Emily Van Dongen in 4. Vivian Woodsmall in 5. Olivia Lundstrom in 3. Lucy Kershaw in 6. Sully Jung in 2. Amber Cahoy in 7. Daria in 1. And Sammy in 8. Those swimmers should be on the blocks. The top 4 swimmers from this heat will just stay up there. All right, swimmers, your names and lanes are on the board. Here we go.
All right, so here we go. Daria Derevyanko in lane 1, Sully Jung in 2, Olivia Lundstrom in 3, Emily Van Dongen in 4, Vivian Woodsmall in 5, Lucy Kershaw in 6, Amber Cahoy in 7, and Sammy Saloy in 8. So this must be the 10 and unders. This is the 10 and under shootout on the girls' side. And it's Emily Van Dongen leading the way by a long shot here. She'll win the opening heat. Remember, top 4 make it back. They get out and they swim again. So Dongen will be swimming against Olivia Lundstrom, Vivian Woodsmall, and Amber Cahoy. So they are top 4. So now I think what's going to happen is they're going to do the 11 and 12 top 8. So Mary Lee in lane 1, Dia Cole in 2, Bonnie Arrigo in 3, Sarah Zhang in 4, Grace Lunardelli in 5, Vivi Larrabee in 6, Gemma Kent in 7, Kathleen Rossi in lane 8. Sarah Zhang takes first, Lunardelli second, Arrigo third, Cole fourth.
Next group. Emily is in lane 4. Vivian is in lane 5. Olivia is in lane 3. Amber is in lane 6.
Okay, so I think they're going back to the 10 and unders here. So it is. This will be the 10 and unders, the top 4. So I know Emily Van Dongen is here. I know Vivian Woodsmall is here. I think Amber Cahoy is here. Again, these events are happening so fast, folks. They don't, all of the information isn't getting put on the scoreboard. So I'm pretty sure, and safe to say in lane 4, that's Emily Van Dongen. I don't know who came in second, folks. I'm flying blind here. What you saw on the scoreboard is not correlating to these swimmers. I know Emily Van Dongen did take first. I don't know who took second. So Emily Van Dongen and I think it's Olivia Lundstrom will swim in the final 2. So I think it's Emily Van Dongen and Olivia Lundstrom who will swim in the final 2. Meanwhile, this is the top 4 on the 11, 12-year-old side. So sorry for the confusion here, folks, but I don't have the information. They're unable to apparently get, as we move along, all of the information on the scoreboard. So even here, I don't know. Okay, so I think that's Grace Lunar Deli, Sarah Zhang, Bonnie Arrigo, and Vivi Larrabee, I believe. So this is the 10 and under final. Emily Van Dongen in lane 4. Olivia Lundstrom is in lane number 5. Emily Van Dongen has been amazing through these 50 flies. She's already built up a lead. So Van Dongen will take first. Van Dongen will take this. It looks like it will be Lundstrom. She'll take second. So great job by Van Dongen and Lundstrom. But it will be Emily Van Dongen who takes first, and she will be the overall winner of the shootout for the 50 fly on the girls' side. So nice job by her. Olivia Lundstrom takes second. On the girls' side, it's going to be Grace Lunar Deli in lane 4, Sarah Zhang in lane 5. So Lunar Deli in 4, Zhang in lane 5. And Lunar Deli out to the quick start. She got shot out of a cannon here in lane 4. Let's see if Zhang can catch up. Not a lot of room for error in these 50s. Lunar Deli leading the way, a great turn. Here comes Zhang. Can she catch her? Lunar Deli at the flags and into the wall, and it will be Grace Lunar Deli who takes it. It is not Fusey or O'Sullivan. That's for the next heat. So it was Grace Lunar Deli taking first. Emily Van Dongen taking first for the 10 and under. So great job by them. All right, so we're moving on to the boys. I think they'll have the boys on the scoreboard, and they will. So I think it's Tate Rockland in lane 2, Carter Trin in 3, Slam and Sammy Howes in 4, Andrew Tong in 5, Aiden Kent in 6, Thomas Zhang in 7. Okay, so lanes 1 and 8 are open. There are your lane assignments. For some reason, the scoreboard clock is starting early. I'm not sure what that is all about. I don't really have any control over that, but obviously they're on top of it down on the deck. It's Slam and Sammy Howes leading the way, though. So he will, for the 10 and unders, he will advance. We'll take a look at. So Howes takes first. It's going to be a tight race here for second, third, and fourth. Let's see who takes. Andrew Tong might take second. No, it's Aiden Kent who takes second. Tong third, Rockland fourth. So your top 4, moving on. Howes, Kent, Tong, and Rockland. For the 10 and unders, we'll go to the 11 and 12s right now. So Edward Jung is in lane 2, Kahoy in 3, Alex Picard in 4th, Lucas Dew in 5, Lucas Samirsky in 6, Adam Tong in 7. So lanes 1 and 8 are open. This is, I believe, our 11 and 12. So this will be the 11 and 12s. Edward Jung in lane 2, Ryan Kahoy in 3, Alex Picard in 4, Lucas Dew in 5, Lucas Samirsky in 6, and Adam Tong in lane 7. So these first heats are really the only heats where they pass the correct information into the scoreboard system. So I'm kind of flying blind after that. So we apologize, doing my best to get you these. So it looks as though it's lane 4. That's Alex Picard from Crimson. He's getting a challenge from Lucas Dew in lane 5. So they'll be our top 2 here on the 11 and 12-year-old side. Picard takes first, Dew takes second, Kahoy third, and Samirsky fourth. They're your top 4. They'll advance. We'll go back to the 10 and unders now for the top 4. And this is where it gets hairy because I don't have this info. So Picard, Dew, Kahoy, and Samirsky, they'll make it on to the final four.
All right, Sam is in 4, Abraham Tom is in 5, Aiden Kent is in 3, Carter Trin is in 6. Sorry, folks, it's Sam Howes is in 4, Abraham Tom is in 5, Aiden Kent is in 3, Carter Trin is in 6.
So we know Sam Howes is in this next heat. Carter Trin is in this next heat. But I was unable to hear who the other two are. So if you were paying attention when the top 8 finished, I should have written this down. I'll know for the next ones to try and write down the winners. Having a little bit of an equipment issues on deck as well. So the starting system was, they've had to change out the microphone a few times. So first, opening meet, dust off the cobwebs here.
Well, we fixed our timing system. Okay, Sam Howes is in 4, Abraham Tom is in 5, Aiden Kent
So
is
they're
in 3,
still
Carter
working
Trin
on
is
the
in 6.
equipment issues down there.
And then right behind that are our own 12s. Alex Picard is in 4, Lucas Judas in 5, Ryan Coy is in 3, and Luca Zareski is in 6.
So I can tell you we're going to have Slammin' Sammy Howes and Carter Trin in this next heat. This will be our top 4 of the 10 and unders. I think Aiden Kent as well. I'm trying to read the caps from here. They're still waiting for someone. I'm not sure who. They're clearing the pool right now. So the names that you are seeing on the screen are not correct, okay? So that's from a previous race. They are just unable to load and keep making the updates as they go along, I guess, quick enough. So the scoreboard is not going to show once we get down to the final 4 who's in the pool. So I'll do my best. Again, I know we're going to have Sammy Howes. So we're going to have Aiden Kent in lane 3. I think that's Sam Howes in 4. I think Carter Trin will be in 5 potentially. They're still having issues with the starting system. You can see that starting system right at the bottom of your screen next to the timer. They're working on that. So some technical difficulties here as we work through these. So what's happening is there seems to be some communication issues electronically between the timer system and the computer. From what I can see, what do I know? But they're getting it squared away. They'll get it all figured out. Okay, so this is the correct top 4 on the screen. So Kent in lane 3, Howes in 4, Tong in 5, Trin in 6. So those are your top 4. Again, this is the 10 and under top 4. So appreciate your patience, folks. This is, first meet of the season. Now they have taken the starter system off of the pole, so that looks like they're going to replace that one and put a new one on. So we'll have a little bit of a quick break here. It's good for these kids. They'll get a little bit of a break before moving on into the top 4. Yeah. So they've put a new starter system on. And for those of you, if you're watching, you can see in the bottom of your screen, right next to where we have the timer, you'll see that pole with the black box on it. That's the timing system. So when the starter says take your marks and he hits the button for the tone, that triggers the scoreboard and the system and everything to, get into motion the timing. And they're having some issues with that, apparently. So they're going to work on it. We're going to stay with you once again. We're here at the Catherine Moraine Coleman Aquatic Center on the campus of Brown University. It's the October 1st shootout meet hosted by Gator Swim Club Seekonk and broadcast by Abreu Media Productions. It's our first meet of the season. We'll be very busy this short course season, bringing you 10 meets right now. So a total of 10 meets, including 3 championship meets. Our next meet that we will broadcast will come the weekend of October 21st to the 23rd from WPI up in Worcester, Massachusetts. Should be exciting. Really exciting short course season. So we're going to try this again. It looks like Ray is working. So, folks, in the event, I'm just looking ahead here. I don't know that this to be true, but looking ahead, if they can't get the system to work correctly, the meet will go on. Everything will be hand timed by the timers. That will just make my job a little harder because we won't have any on-screen graphics or scoreboard info, but we'll do our best. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. I know they continue to work on it at the bottom of your screen. All right, so they're testing. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, I think they're ready to. I think they may have just fixed or found a new. Nope. Daktronic system that's going to work. We'll see what happens here. Swimmers are waiting patiently. And for them, this is a good little rest. So again, Kent in lane 3, House in 4, Tong in 5, Trin in 6. That's what you're going to see right now. This is the top 4 for the 10 and under. All right, here we go, folks. Looks like they've gotten everything straightened out, back in business. After about a 10-minute delay, this is the top 4 for the 10 and under. Aiden Kent in lane 1, slamming Sammy Howes. Excuse me, Aiden Kent in lane 3, slamming Sammy in lane 4, Andrew Tong in 5, Carter Trin in lane 6. This for the right to move on to the top 2. The battle will be for second. Slammin' Sammy Howes has this one in the bag, so Sam Howes will be one of the top 2, and right now it looks like it's Aiden Kent. So Slammin' Sammy Howes goes to 35.83. Aiden Kent looks like he'll take second, so Howes and Kent, remember that, folks. Sam Howes, Aiden Kent, they'll be your top 2 in the final on the boys' side. Now we're going to... Okay, so here we go. We're moving into the 11 and 12 final 4 on the boys' side. Ryan Cahoy in lane 3. Alex Picard in 4. Lucas Dew in 5. Luka Semersky in lane 6. So technical issues have been straightened out. We are off and running. Cahoy in 3, Picard in 4, Dew in 5, Semersky in lane 6. Alex Picard looking strong, as is Lucas Dew. It looks like they're going to be your top 2. Here comes Cahoy in lane 3. But it will be Picard and Dew advancing. So Alex Picard, Lucas Dew, they'll be your finalists on the 11 and 12-year-old side. So slamming Sammy Howes in lane 4, Aiden Kent in 5. This is the final 2, so this is the championship, so to speak. Good start by both Howes and Kent. I'll tell you, Slammin' Sammy has quite the motor on him. He's out to the early lead at the 25-yard mark. Both of these young men must be very tired here, but Slammin' Sammy Howes will be the winner. He'll win your 50 fly shootout on the 10 and under side. It is Slammin' Sammy Howes, 31.81. So nice job by Howes there. Aiden Kent will take second. Nice job by Kent. Listen, these kids, not only did they swim this 50 fly to qualify, but then they swim in the top 8, the top 4, and now the top 2. So they're swimming this 4 times. Very tiring as we move into the final. It will be Alex Picard in lane 4, Lucas Dew in lane 5. It is Picard out to the quick start. Nice reaction time by him off the blocks. Picard with about a body length lead at the 25-yard wall. And it will be Alex Picard, so nice showing here by Alex Picard from Crimson. He'll take it. Lucas Dew will take second. And we'll move into event number 5. It's the girls 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. There will be 7 heats. Lainey Flynn in lane 3, Laylee Racy in lane 4. And it looks like it's Annabella Diaguano in lane 5 from Ryak. So it looks like our technical issues are behind us for right now. Hopefully it'll stay that way as we move in to this backstroke. Again, there are 7 heats on the girls' side. 7 heats on the girls' side. There are 4 on the boys' side. Once again, we'll finish the girls' backstroke. We'll finish the boys. Then we'll go into the shootouts. Lainey Flynn leading the way in lane 3 right now. She touches first. Laylee Racy will take second. And Annabella Diaguano will take third. We'll move into heat number 2. There are your lane assignments. So we had a misstart here. It looks like poor Clara Fergal is in lane 7. They're trying to get her attention to tell her to stop. Okay, they did. They got her attention. She's going to swim back. Well, folks, it's good to get all these technical issues out of the way in the first meet. Get them out of the way, hopefully. I'm not even quite sure what happened there. But Clara will make her way back in lane 7. Oh. Anna Stever Bresler was looking to get an early start there. She's in lane 1. Mulvin Mulvaney in lane 2. Misha Brickman in 3. It's Ellie Edelman in 4. Sammy Saloy in 5. Ritza Liakos in 6. And Clara Fergal is in lane 7. Lane 8 is open. Sammy Saloy from Gators out to the early lead right now. Sammy Saloy will be your Heat 2 winner here. Saloy goes a 47.03. We had some soft touches, folks, so not really sure the official order. Ritza Liakos is showing second, Ellie Edelman third. They'll have to check Meet Mobile for the official time. It should get updated pretty shortly as we move into heat number 3. So while we wait for heat number 3, there are your lane assignments. So, so, so folks, there's a lot of stuff going on here this morning. Once again, we had the whistle went off. A couple swimmers started. They got to come back. It's been quite the morning here at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center here at Brown. What we await.
We are not starting races on the whistle. Please wait for the start system. We do not start races on the whistle. Races start with the start system. Please wait for the start system. Thank you.
So an announcement being made. Once again, I think we have some new swimmers, right, to meets. The whistle is then followed by the start signal, and that's when the swimmers go. There you heard it. It's followed by also simultaneously the strobe light. So we got some new swimmers, probably not used to this. So it's all good. We're in the water here. Event 5, Heat 3 on the girls 12 and under 50 backside. Georgia Shagru in lane 1, Kate Howlett in 2, Sasha Valles-Hubner in 3, Iris Pegman-Walsh in 4, Lena Ahmad in 5, Alexandra O'Sullivan in 6, Emma Fielding in 7, and it's Grace Diaguano in lane 8. And it looks like it's Kate Howlett cruising to victory here. And it was not, yes, Kate Howlett will cruise to victory. I was seeing conflicting things on my scoreboard here. O'Sullivan took second, Fielding third. Howlett went a 34-39. As we move into heat number 4, let's see what happens here. I mean, the only thing that could still happen is if there's a fire alarm in here. If the fire alarm went off, this would cap out a crazy morning session. Let's knock on wood that doesn't happen. But Kate Howlett, your winner for heat number 3. There are your lane assignments for heat number 4. Heat 4 in the water, off and running. Maggie Shee in lane 1, Cameron Fusey in 2, Gwen DeLuca in 3, Evie DeLuca in 4, Lily Smudik in lane 5, Sully Jung in 6, Callie Warren in 7, Betsy Lee in lane 8. That's Sully Jung from Crimson in lane 6 leading the way. Getting a good push here by Gwen DeLuca in lane 3 from Gators. It looks like DeLuca may end up passing her. Let's see. at the flags into the wall. Who's going to touch first? And it is DeLuca. So we did have a soft touch up there with Suli Jung. She's showing third. I think she may have came in second. But we're going to move on to heat number 5. There are your lane assignments. Caroline Richards in lane 1, Madison Mannion in 2, Mackenzie Schur in 3, Emily Pelchat in 4, Reedy Sharma in 5, Hannah Dias in 6, Violet Woodsmall in 7, and it's Gwen Chen in lane 8. And it looks like it's going to be Emily Pelchat running away with it here. Nice job by Pelchat in lane 4. She'll go a 33.44. Sharma takes second. Hannah Dias takes third. So a good mix there in that race. There was 7-year-olds, 8, 9, 10, and 12-year-olds. As we move into heat number 6, once again, Emily Pelchat, your heat 5 winner. Looks like we're back on track. Technology seems to be okay. The swimmers now understand that they don't start until the signal, not the whistle. We're moving into heat number 6. Off and running. Kenley Teller in lane 1, Avery Lamb in 2, Rachel Picro in 3, Anna Pena in 4, Charlotte Erickson in 5, Heba Ben Selim in 6, Arden Harrison in 7, and it's Paige Frieswick rounding out the field in lane 8. Anna Pena from Crimson will run away with this one. She will be your heat 6 winner. Feel fairly safe calling this one early. Nice job by Pena. 30.76. Looks like Erickson will take second. Nice job by Charlotte there. 35.82. And Heba Ben Selim takes third. 37.26 as we move into our 7th and final heat on the girls' backstroke side. Nora Fuller in lane 1, Haley Ferreira in 2, Madeline Young in 3, Nico Wienert in 4, Maddie Hardison in 5, it's Emma Holland in 6, Reese Caldwell in 7, and Carolina Self in lane 8. Once again, it's lane 4, and this time it's Nico Wienert leading the way. Wienert goes to 31.81. Young takes second, Hardison third. So now they'll begin to calculate who the top 8 are on the 10 and under and 11 and 12 side while we move into event number 6. It's the boys 12 and under 50 back. There will be 4 heats. Looking for some swimmers right now. Here we go. It looks like we got everybody ready to go. There are your lane assignments. You know, it's the first meet of the season. A lot of these swimmers here seem to be new names to me, so that would mean they're probably new names to swim meet. So you can see how there's a little confusion off the start. It's all good.
Lane 1, Sierra lane 2, Lucas lane 3, Paul lane 4, Miles lane 5, Raymond 6, Alexander at 7, Gavin at 8, behind blocks, please.
Once again, it looks like it's lane 4, and that's Charlie Butera. He's battling with Leon Valerio in lane 8, and it will be Butera who takes it. Valerio takes second. Bradshaw takes third. So those are your top 3 here for heat number 1. We'll move into heat number 2. What a morning it's been, folks. What a morning. We'll move into heat number 2. Cam McBurney in lane 1. Ciaran Gamel in lane 2. Lucas Dew in 3. Paul Dolan in 4. Miles Goncalves in 5. Landon Wang in 6. Alexander Kazakov in 7. Rounding out the field in lane 8 from Ryak, it's Gavin McGlynn. Off and running heat number 2. Paul Dolan the third out to a quick start. Flanked by Lucas Dew in lane 3, Miles Goncalves in lane 5. They're your top 3 right now. And it looks like it will be Paul Dolan who takes first. The battle for second will be between Goncalves and Dew. Who touches first? It's Goncalves. Dew takes third. So Paul Dolan the third, 34-21. He's your Heat 2 winner as we move into Heat number 3. What an eventful morning here at Brown University. We're glad you could join us for our opening meet of the 2022 short course season. Here is heat number 3. There are your lane assignments. Keep an eye on Lucas Wang in lane 4. Comes in with the top time 33-17. And he is leading the way at the halfway mark. He's followed by Ian Toby and Ryan Cahoy. Lucas Wang will take it. 31-76. Cahoy moves up and takes second. Ian Toby takes third. So Lucas Wang, your Heat 3 winner. We'll move into our 4th and final heat on the 50 backstroke on the boys' side. Peter Zhu comes into this final heat with the top time 32-27. He's 12 years old in lane 4 from Gators North. Seems like all order has been restored. We're back cruising along. Peter Zhu leading the way. He's followed by William Park in lane 5, Connor Toby in lane 3. But there is no question here. It will be Peter Zhu takes our final heat. That will set the stage for the top 8. So we're moving into the 10 and under top 8 right now. So 10 and under top 8 on the girls' side.
All right, boys, clear the pool, please. So first heat shootout. Sully in 1, Carolyn in 2, Madison in 3, Hannah in 4, Emma in 5, Sammy in 6, Gwen in 7, Paige and Laney.
So they don't have the names loaded.
Sully, he won, lane 1.
So, yes, we don't have names loaded.
Paige, lane 8, please. Where's Paige? Lane 8.
Okay, they do now. Those are the names for the top 8. They'll be competing here to get to the final 4. So we'll try and keep an eye on this one for you in case they can't get this loaded in. So this is your top 8 on the girls' 10 and under side. So Hannah Diaz looking strong in lane 4. She's followed by Emma Fielding in 5, I think. Madison Mannion in lane 3 right there as well. So it looks like it'll be Diaz, Mannion, Fielding, and 4th place is Caroline Richards. So there would be your top 4. Moving on. Now the 11 and 12 girls. The lane assignments are correct on the screen. They're your top 8. Anna Pena comes in, the top qualifier, so she had the top overall time in prelims. But she's getting pushed here by Nico Wienert, so Pena in 4, Wienert in 5. You can almost pencil them into the finals. Looks like Pelchat in lane 3 should make it into the finals. Who's going to come in 4th? Pena 1st, Wienert 2nd, Pelchat 3rd, and it's Hardison who takes 4th. All right, so here we go. Now they're going back to the girls, 10 and under, final 4. Diaz, Mannion, Fielding, Richards. I don't know what lanes they're in, folks. They're in the pool, though. Mannion's in 5. I don't know. I can't read any other caps there. So anyways, these are the top 4. Once again, Hannah Diaz, Madison Mannion, Fielding, and Richards. And it looks like, once again, it's Hannah Diaz leading the way in lane 4. So Diaz looks like she's going to make it into the finals. It's going to be tight race for 2nd. I know that's Mannion in lane 5. I don't know who's in lane 3. So Diaz will make it into the finals. It's a tight race here between Mannion and whoever is in lane 3. They are stroke for stroke. It looks like it's going to be Mannion. And no, it was lane 3, I believe. So Hannah Diaz and Emma Fielding will be your top 2. Now we'll move on to the girls' 11, 12-year-old side. We got Pena, Wienert, Pelchat, and Hardison. Looks like Pelchat's in 3. Wienert in 5, Hardison in 6, Pena in 4. Pena leading the way at the halfway mark. She's followed by Wienert, so it looks like Pena and Wienert will move on. I think Pelchat's starting to make a move. Let's see if she can catch up or Hardison, but they won't. It will be Anna Pena and Nico Wienert. They'll move on to the championship. So here we go, folks. 10 and under, Hannah Diaz and Emma Fielding will compete for the championship. Diaz will be in lane 4, I think 4. So So Diaz out to the quick lead here in lane 4. And it looks like it will be Diaz who's going to take this one. Great job by the 10-year-old from Gators. She'll be your shootout winner. I don't want to call it too early, but she's got a over a body length lead into the wall. It will be Hannah Diaz. Who will take it? So Hannah Diaz, your 10 and under backstroke winner. Great job by Hannah. We'll move into the 11, 12-year-old girls. It'll be Nico Wienert in lane 4, Anna Pena in 5. This should be a good one. Pena and Wienert have been battling the last 3 races. So let's see who can take it home. Once again, Wienert in 4, Pena in 5. Good equal start there. Actually, great start by Wienert. Solid underwater there by Wienert. She will be the leader at the 25-yard mark, probably by a full second. So it's Wienert's race to lose here. About 12 yards to go. Wienert pulling away here from Pena, and it will be Nico Wienert who takes it. Nice job by Wienert. Nice job by Pena as well. Once again, folks, that's the 4th time these ladies are swimming the 50 back. Almost back to back to back. So great job there. Now we'll move into the boys' side. Okay, so what you see on the screen is correct. These are the 10 and unders. This is the 10 and under, the top 8. All right, here we go, folks. Top 8 on the boys' side. This is the 10 and under on the boys' side. Julian Scott comes in with the top time from Ryak. He was the top overall qualifier here. He leads the way. He He's followed by Owen Downing and Ben Erickson. So it looks like Scott, Downing, and Erickson. So Scott takes first. I have on the scoreboard Erickson, Gamel, and Downing. I don't know if that's correct.
Okay, Julian, Ben, Sierra, and Juan will move on, so stay there. At the booth, please. Gentlemen, hop in.
So
11, 12, hop in.
So we're moving into 11 and 12 now. I don't know who those top four were. So it may have been Scott, Downing, Erickson, and Gamel, I think. Here we go, 11 and 12, 12 and under 50 back. Final 8. Lucas Wong, Peter Zhu, Ryan Cahoy, they had the top times along with Paul Dolan. Let's see how this shakes out. It is Wang leading the way at the halfway mark. He's followed by Zhu. Dolan the third in lane 3. So Wang, Zhu, and Dolan, who's going to take fourth? Wang takes first, Zhu takes second, Dolan takes third, and it looks like it's Connor Toby. We had a soft touch, so that's going to complicate things. So here we go, folks. 10 and under, final 4. Don't have the order. I know that's Erickson in lane 5. The 4 swimmers are Scott, Downing, Erickson, and Gamel. So I think, and again, I think that's Julian Scott. From Ryak in the lead in lane 4, I think. So it looks like Scott and Erickson, I believe. Let's see if I can see that cap. So Erickson took second, and I think it is Scott. So Scott and Erickson will advance to the finals. And we'll move into the 11-12 final 4. I can tell you that's Paul Dolan from Gators in lane 3. He's the only one with his name on his cap, folks, so I'm sorry. I can't tell the rest of them. I think Landon Wong in 4, Peter Zhu in 5, Ciaran Gamel in 6, but not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. So it looks like it's lanes 4 and 5. I believe that's Zhu, Peter Zhu, and Landon Wang. I think. So it was Zhu and Wang. The scoreboard has been updated. Peter Zhu takes first. Landon Wang takes second. All right, folks, 10 and under finals here. 50 back on the boys' side. Julian Scott will square off against Ben Erickson. Julian Scott from Ryak, Ben Erickson from Gators. Here we go. Scott in lane 4, Erickson in lane 5. Good start there by Julian Scott. Scott with the building up an early lead here, 20 yards, into the race. He's at the halfway mark in the lead. Erickson's got a little work to do here. Julian Scott from Ryak leading the way. And at the flags and into the wall, it will be Julian Scott, your 10 and under 50 back winner. So congratulations to Julian Scott. It wasn't Wong on the screen. It was Julian Scott from Ryak. So we'll move into our boys 11 and 12 50 back finals. It's Landon Wang and Peter Zhu. So I can tell you, I believe that's Peter Zhu in 4, Landon Wang in 5. Zhu in 4, Wang in 5. Off and running here. Good stop by Wang in lane 5. Peter Zhu with that amazing underwater, though. Peter Zhu leading the way, followed by Landon Wang. I think Zhu has this one. So Peter Zhu will be your 11 and 12 50 back shootout winner here at Brown. Landon Wang takes second. So great job by those two young men as we move on. 100 IM, 5 heats on the girls' side, 5 heats on the boys' side. So it's been an exciting morning so far with these shootouts. We're going back into a traditional event. It's the 1 IM. There are no shootouts here, so we got Lainey Flynn in lane 3, Eloise Wences in lane 4. This is the 100 IM on the girls' side, 5 heats, as we mentioned earlier. Eloise Wences leading the way here at the halfway mark. Nice turn from backstroke into breast. Sky's clearing a little bit here at Brown. Rainy day here on the east side of Providence. Eloise Wences will take our opening heat of the girls 12 and under 100 IM. Wences goes a 147.91. She had no time coming in, so this may be the first time she has swam this event. Nice job by Eloise. Lainey Flynn also had no time coming in, so she's swimming this likely for the first time, and a great job by her as well. Will get you her final time in a second, 2:13.94. So we move into heat number 2. There are your lane assignments. Lane 8 will be open here. Callie Warren in lane 1. It's Gwen DeLuca in 2. Carolina South in lane 3. Gwen Chen in 4. Caroline Richards in 5. Evie DeLuca in 6. Cameron Fusey in lane 7. Heat 2 of 5. Girls 100 IM. This will be followed by the 50 breast. And then the 50 free to round out our session. They start out with the fly. They move into back, followed by breast, and they bring it home with freestyle. Lane 7, Cameron Fusey leading the way right now from Crimson. It's again, I mentioned earlier, Cameron's father, a former classmate of mine. He went on to swim collegiately at the University of New Hampshire. So like father, like daughter with the swimming.
Heat 3 should be round of applause. Aaron Harrison in 1, Vivian Woodsmall in 2, Violet Woodsmall in 3, Amber Cohon in 4, Lucy Kershaw in 5, Olivia Lundstrom in 6.
Cameron Fusey on her way to bring this one home in lane 7. Nice job by her. Fusey goes a 144.89. Self takes second. Gwen DeLuca takes third as we move into heat 3.
Step up, ladies, step up. Step up, please.
We got a double Woodsmall sighting here. Vivian in 2, Violet in 3. The Woodsmall sisters battling against each other in lanes adjacent to each other. Harrison in 1, Vivian in 2, Violet in 3, Amber Cahoy in 4, Lucy Kershaw in 5, Olivia Lundstrom in 6, Arya Cole in 7, and Daria Derevyenko rounds out the field in lane 8 again. This is heat 3 of 5 of the girls 12 and under 1 IM. This is our short course opener 2022 Gator specialty meet here at Brown University, hosted by Gator Swim Club Seekonk. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that UVOC was here. I don't think they are, or you know what? They could be. They just don't have any 12 and under swimmers. I think they'll be represented this afternoon in the 13 and over session. Vivian Woodsmall leading the way right now at the halfway mark. She's followed by Derevyenko and her sister Violet. So the top 3 swimmers are only 1 second apart. Vivian Woodsmall may have moved into first here, folks, in lane 2, and she has. So Woodsmall will bring it home, and it's Vivian. So Vivian takes first, Violet takes second, Derevyenko takes third. So nice job by the Woodsmall sisters as we move into heat 4. All right, so we got some scoreboard issues again, folks. I don't know what happened here. Having some issues down below tonight. Heat 4, this is Grace Garvey in 1, Callie Bruno in 2, Iris Tessier in 3, Vivi Larrabee in 4, Heba Ben Selim in 5, Briley Shea in 6, Hannah Dias in lane 7, Elise Ferreira in lane 8. Let's see if they got the scoreboard stuff fixed. They don't. Maybe on the touch here. We'll see if they do, and they don't. So we'll have to do this thing manually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lane 4 in the lead, and that's Vivi Larrabee. From Crimson. She's followed by her teammate, Heba Ben Selim, in lane 5. And it looks like it's Tessier in lane 3. So a clean sweep at the top here. Crimson looks like it's going to go 1, 2, and 3. Larrabee will take the overall top spot here. Let's see if the scoreboard corrects. Well, no name there, but Larrabee did take first. Second was Ben Selim. Tessia takes third as we'll move into heat number 5. So, folks, I think it's also important to relay for those of you who are new to the broadcast. If the graphics that you see are really just what is on the scoreboard here at Brown. So if you're not getting the correct graphics and names on the scoreboard, well, it's not showing on the scoreboard here at Brown either, and that's happened again with this heat. So some scoreboard issues, not sure what's going on, but our final heat, Molly McKinnon in lane 1, Bryn Lamb in 2, Fiona Hughes in 3, Sarah Zhang in 4, Anna Pena in 5, Dia Cole in 6, Kathleen Rossi in lane 7, and Sena Joshi in lane 8. Sometimes technology just doesn't always work the way you want it to. They're having a tough time down at the pool deck here today. So we'll see when they finish if we get the correct data pass. But the scoreboard here at Brown is just showing nothing for the names, the splits, the times. So if they don't have it, we're not going to have it. That is Sarah Zhang, who will be your overall winner here. 106.06 for Zhang. Pena takes second. And third place is Fiona Hughes. So Zhang, Pena Hughes rounding out the top 3. Okay, we got names again. This is event number 8, boys, 12 and under, 1 IM. Julian Shen in lane 1, Connor Mannion in 2, Alexander Kazakov in lane 5. Excuse me, Shen in 3, Mannion in 4, Kazakov in 5. Kazakov leading the way after the butterfly. Again, butterfly, back, breast, free. That's the order of events here in the individual IM. Kazakov looking strong in lane 5. It's followed by Shen in lane 3, Mannion in lane 4. Kazakov continues to lead the way. He's in lane 5. Julian Shen in second, Mannion in third, but here comes Mannion. He's starting to make his move. I love how he looks to the right to see where he stands. He's kind of catching up here to Kazakov. So Mannion making a push. Mannion and Kazakov in a dead tie almost coming into the final 25 here. Looks like Kazakov has regained the lead. Kazakov will take first, Mannion second, Shen third. We'll move into heat 2. Lanes 1 and 8 are open here, so the bookend lanes are open. Ross Lopez in 2, Ethan Jacobson in 3, Finn Hurley in 4, Michael Solomon in 5, Ben Bradshaw in lane 6, Mikey Lee in lane 7. So once we get through the boys' heats of the IM, we'll move into the shootouts. And it looks like that's going to be Solomon in the lead. Michael Solomon from Gators, 9 years old. Looks like all of these swimmers have yet to swim this event. They come in with no time. Comes Mikey Lee in lane 7. So Mikey Lee starting to get into the mix here. He'll go into the final 25 in the lead. Mikey Lee in lane 7. No cap for him. No cap, no problem. Mikey Lee will take heat number 2. Very strong showing in the breaststroke by Lee. He will take first with a soft touch there. We had a lot of soft touches there, folks. I can tell you that Mikey Lee did touch first in lane 7. The rest of them, you'll have to check Meet Mobile for the final times as we move into heat 3. So lane 7 is open. Daniel Abdulin in 1, Joe Beerworth in 2, Ben Erickson in 3, Eden Ken in 4, Tate Rockland in 5, Thomas Zhang in 6. 7 is open, and it's Cam McBurney in lane 8. It's Daniel Abdulin leading the way. Bottom of your screen in lane 1. Abdulin leading the way, followed by Ben Erickson and Cam McBurney. Cam McBurney in lane 8 at the top of your screen. But it is Daniel Abdulin from Gators North in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. The story right now, he's leading the way here. Heat 3 of 5 of the 1IM on the boys' side. This is the 12 and under event. And it will be Daniel Abdulin who brings it home. He'll be your overall winner here in Heat 3. Daniel Abdulin from Gators North. He'll go a 135.04. Second place looks right now like Ben Erickson. He's in a battle with McBurney in lane 8. Who's going to touch first? And it is Erickson, followed by McBurney. So nice job there. Abdulin, Erickson, McBurney, your top 3 as we move into heat number 4. Joe Beerworth will finish up here in lane 2. Nice job by him from Ryak. Looks like we got a full complement of swimmers here, lanes 1 through 8. It's Edward Jung in lane 5 leading the way after the butterfly. So nice job by Jung. He was out in about a 22. His teammate from Crimson, Andre Simersky, has taken over the lead actually in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. So nice backstroke here by Simersky. He'll turn into breast. the overall leader, followed by his teammate Edward June. Ciaran Gamel from Ryak running third right now. Semersky looking very strong. He'll hit the wall and begin the freestyle. He will be your Heat 4 winner. Andre Semersky from Crimson came in with a 1:46.54, so we'll keep an eye on his time, as he will certainly drop about 20 seconds. 1:22.49, over a 20-second drop for Semersky. Nice job there. Edward June takes second with a soft touch at the wall. Tight battle for third, and it's going to be Andrew Tong who takes third. Whew, a lot of technical issues this morning, folks. Let's move into Heat 5. Final heat on the boys' IM side. Then we'll get in back into the shootouts on the girls' 12 and under breaststroke. Lane assignments are correct. Lanes 1 and 8 occupied. Joey Eady comes in with the top overall qualifying time, 1:07.15 for Eady. He's in lane 4, but it's Peter Zhu leading the way right now in lane 5 after the butterfly. I expect Eady to catch up here in the backstroke, I think. And he has just about caught up to Zhu. And it is Eady who is now taking over the lead over Zhu as they'll go into breaststroke. These 1IM events in short course, really quick. Alex Picard occupying third right now. Lucas Wong in fourth. But it's Eady and Zhu leading the way in lanes 4 and 5, and it will be Joey Eady who is your overall winner. Came in with the top time, and Eady will take it down here, 1:07 flat. Zhu takes second. Third place goes to Picard. And now we'll get back to our shootouts. This is event number 9. Girls 12 and under 50-yard breaststroke. There are 4 heats. I'm making sure my daughter Avery is actually lined up, as she missed her first event, the 50 fly shootout, but she is, have no fear. Avery's here and lined up and ready to go. Here we go, folks. This is heat number 1. Lane 8 will be open. 50 breast. Once again, at the conclusion of the boys' 50 breast, we'll get into the shootouts. There will be 10 and under shootout on each boys and girls side, and an 11 and 12 shootout. We'll go from 8 to 4 to 2 to the champion. Eloise Wences leading the way in lane 3. She will be your Heat 1 winner. Nice job by Eloise. 53.69. Tight race for second. Who's going to touch first? We don't know because it didn't register. Now it registers. It shows Edelman in lane 5. It could have been Betsy Lee in lane 1 who had a soft touch. So check Meet Mobile for that, folks. As we move into heat number 2. Heat 2 is on the blocks. Alex O'Sullivan in lane 1, Maggie Shee in 2, Rory Caldwell in 3, Avery Trin in 4, Haley Ferreira in 5, Reese Caldwell in 6, Avery Lamb in 7, and it is Kate Howlett in lane 8. This is Heat 2, event number 9. Girls 12 and under 50 breasts. Top 8 will make it back for the shootout. Looks like Avery Trin will take this one, and she does. Trin, O'Sullivan, Ferreira. Those are your top 3. We'll move into heat number 4. Heat 3, I should say. There are your lane assignments for heat number 3. There'll be 4 heats of the girls' 50 breast. Grace Lunar Deli looks like she's leading the way, and she is. In lane 4, so Lunar Deli will be your Heat 3 winner. Shara and Ben Selim fighting for second. Who's going to touch first? It is Ben Selim. Shara takes third as we move into our 4th and final heat. Heat 4 is in the water. It will be Nico Wienert who takes this one in lane 4. Race for second between Kent and Abreu, and it will be Kent out touching Abreu. So Wienert, Kent, Abreu, top 3 in this final heat. Now we'll get into the boys' side. Only 2 heats on the boys' side. So 2 heats on the boys' side here. 5 swimmers in heat 1, 6 swimmers in heat 2. So a small field here for the 50 breast on the boys' side. Lanes 1, 7, and 8 will be open here, I believe. And it does look that way. So lanes 1, 7, and 8 are open. Gavin McGlynn in lane 2, Connor Mannion in 3, Colin Wallace in 4, Adam Tong in 5, Jason Wong in lane 6. Colin Wallace here leading the way. He will take heat number 1, 45-46 for Wallace. 5-second time drop. Tong takes second, McGlynn third. We'll move into heat number 2. All right, so lanes 1 and 8 are open here. Sean McGlynn in lane 2, Andrew Tong in 3, Victor Figuet Kosarev in lane 4, Owen Downing in 5, Will Anderson in lane 6, and it's Noah Valles Hubner in lane 7. Once again, lanes 1 and 8 are open. Victor Figuet Kosarev running away with it here. Nice job by Figuet Kosarev. He will take it. 40-60 for Kosarev. It's going to be a tight battle for second. Andrew Tong, Sean McGlynn, Owen Downing, all in the mix. Looks like it's Tong followed by Downing. Now we'll get into the shootouts. We'll start on the girls' side. Hopefully all of the girls are ready and paying attention. All right, so there are your lane assignments for the 10 and unders. This is correct. So those are your top 8. So it looks like Avery Abreu will take this one. Sana Joshi looks like she'll be in second. 41.57 for Abreu. Joshi takes second. Third place looks like lane 3, and that's Vivian Woodsmall. Soft touch at the wall. Woodsmall did come in third. Wences fourth. So Abreu, Joshi, Woodsmall, Wences, I think. Okay, we'll move into the girls' 11 and 12 final 8. Gemma Kent in lane 1, Haley Ferreira in 2, Avery Trin in 3, Nico Wiener in 4, Grace Lunar Deli in 5, Alex O'Sullivan in 6, Kate Howlett in lane 7, and Heba Ben Salem in lane 8. And it will be Nico Wienert here, winning by a good amount here for a 50 breast. 35.06 for Wienert. Lunar Deli takes second, Trin third, and it's Kate Howlett taking fourth. So now we'll go back to the 10 and unders, top 4. See if we're going to get this information on the scoreboard. I know it's Woodsmall, Abreu. I can't tell all the name. I can't see all the names. They don't have. Everybody doesn't have a name on the cap. I apologize. Information not on the scoreboard. So it looks like it's Avery Abreu here. These swimmers starting to tire out a little bit. This is their third time swimming. But it will be Abreu, not Wienert. It will be Abreu who takes it. So it was Abreu and I don't know who else. All right, we got Trin in lane 3, Wienert in 4, Lunar Deli in 5, and I don't know who's in 6. So again, folks, the rapid pace of these shootouts on the deck, they're not able to get all of the names corrected and into the scoreboard quick enough. So we're doing our best here. Again, I just get the data that's passed along to the scoreboard. It looks like it's Wienert leading the way. Here comes Lunar Deli, though, so I think it's going to be Wienert and Lunar Deli, your top 2, and it will be. So Wienert again, she'll outtouch Lunar Deli. They'll be your top 2. And now we'll go into our final 2 on the 10 and under side. So it's Avery Abreu in lane 4, Sena Joshi in lane 5. I believe that's the lineup. Hopefully I'm right. I know that's my daughter in 4. So Avery Abreu in lane 4, Sena Joshi in lane 5. It's a tight race here. The 25-yard mark, Abreu is leading by about 0.3 of a second. Let's see if she can hold on. This is the 4th time swimming this for these kids, so they're both undoubtedly tired. So Avery Abreu takes it, Joshi takes second. Here we go, the finals for the 11 and 12s. Nico Wienert's in 4, Grace Lunar Deli is in 5. Here we go, folks. Final 2. Nico Wienert in lane 4, Grace Lunar Deli in 5. This should be a good one. They have been battling the entire shootout here. It's Wienert who has been taking the first place spot, although Lunar Deli now will touch first by probably a tenth of a second at the 25-yard mark. So Wienert in 4, Lunar Deli in 5. Wienert looks like she may have moved back into the lead here. So Wienert and Lunar Deli with about 5 yards to go. They are stroke for stroke at the flags, into the wall, and it will be Wienert who takes it. 34-52, Lunar Deli 34-74. 2/10 of a second. Congratulations to Avery Abreu and Nico Wienert, our 50 breast shootout winners. Final event of the morning, folks. We'll move into the 50 free. All right, so the 50 breaststroke, there will be no 11 and 12-year-old shootout because they only had one swimmer. So this will be the top 4 on the 10 and under side. So what you see on your screen, actually it's not the top 4, it's the top 6. So again, this one, we didn't have a lot of swimmers on the boys' side for the 50 breaststroke. So they're improvising a little bit here. So this instead of your top 8, it's your top 6. Connor Mannion in 2, Andrew Tong in 3, Victor Figet-Kosarev in 4. He'll be the favorite here. Colin Wallace in 5, Owen Downing in 6, Will Anderson in 7. So Victor Figet-Kosarev will lead the way here. He will take the opening finals of the shootout, 40-76. Colin Wallace takes second. Andrew Tong third, possibly, and it looks like it is Tong third, Owen Downing fourth. So there's going to be no rest for the boys here because there is no 11 and 12. So these 10 and unders are just going to battle from 6 to 4, I guess, to 2 to 1. So this is where things get a little hairy, folks. I don't think they're going to have these names updated on the scoreboard, which means I won't have them updated. We know Victor Figet-Kosarev, he'll be in lane 4. Colin Wallace will be in 5. Maybe that's Andrew Tong in 3 and Owen Downing in 6. Let's go with that. That's again, the favorite here would have to be Victor Figet-Kosarev. Already building up that lead. So Victor Figet-Kosarev will take this one. He'll move into the final 2. Who's going to come in second? I think that's Colin Wallace in lane 5. So the Gator Seekonk teammates, Figet-Kosarev and Wallace, will battle it out for the championship. So here we go, folks. The final of the 50 breast on the boys' side. 10 and under. Victor Figuet, Kosarev in lane 4. Colin Wallace in lane 5. See if Wallace can pull off the upset here. And it is Figuet Kosarev like he was shot out of a cannon here, leading the way. So good effort all the way around. These swimmers have had it the toughest of any of the shootouts because they did not do alternating 10 and 11 and 12. There were no 11 and 12s, so these 10-year-olds swam basically 4 races in a row. And it will be Victor Figuet Kosarev taking first, Colin Wallace in second. Kosarev goes a 40-16, so he actually dropped 0.4 off his previous swim. Colin Wallace will take second, so nice job by him. And now we'll move into our final event of the morning, or the afternoon, I should say, as we approach the 2 o'clock hour. This is number 11, or event 11, heat 1, girls 50 free. There are your lane assignments on the screen. They are correct. We are ready to go. So no swimmer in lane 2. We'll have lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Racy, Flynn, Wences, and Mulvaney. It's Eloise Wences leading the way right now. She's had herself a great morning. Wences has won a couple heats. She's looking strong again here. Followed by Racy and Flynn. But it is Eloise Wences from Gators. She will take the opening heat. 1 of 8. 8 heats here in the 50 free. Racy takes second, Flynn takes third as we move into heat number 2. There are your lane assignments for heat number 2. Emma Fielding leading the way from Gators. Will be Emma Fielding, your Heat 2 winner. 39.45 for Fielding. Saloy takes second. Edelman takes third. As we move into heat number 3. So for those of you keeping track at home, we are about a half hour behind pace. So this race right here was scheduled to start at 1:44. We're 2:13 just about, so almost a half hour behind. Had some technical issues earlier in the meet. They've been long resolved, but it did put us back by a half hour. So just making sure everyone is aware that we'll probably push back the start of the 13 and over session ever so slightly. Heat 3 in the water here. It's Daria Derevyanko leading the way from Gators in lane number 3. Actually, it's not. It's Sasha Vallis Hubner in lane 1. So she escaped me here at the bottom of the screen. What a great swim. 34.82 for her. Darabianco comes in second. Third place will go to Evie DeLuca as we move into heat number 4. Heat 4 on the blocks, ready to go. 4 of 8 here on the girls' side. Kate Reynolds comes in with the top time in Heat 4, 43.52. She's in lane 4. And it is the aforementioned Reynolds who will be your Heat 4 winner. Nice job by Kate. $38.27. Self takes second, $39.84. Chen third, $41.90. So we move into heat number 5. Heat 5 in the water. Arya Cole comes into Heat 5 with the top time, 11 years old, 39.35 for Cole. Looks like we have some scoreboard issues once again. I'll take these graphics off the screen right now. So it looks like it's lane 4, Arya Cole. Let's see if the scoreboard issues have resolved themselves, and they haven't. So Cole took first. I don't know who took second, third, or fourth because the scoreboard down on Garrett Brown isn't working. We'll see what happens here as we move on to heat number 6. Fiona Hughes comes in with the top time in Heat 6, 28.96. This is her last meet as a 12-year-old. She turns 13, I believe, on October 21st, moving up into the 13 and over session, like her brother Cormac. Bonnie Arrigo looking strong here, as is Hughes. Let's see who touches first. It will be Hughes. Hughes, Arrigo, Shea, they're your top 3. Hughes goes at 28.20. 7/10 of a second drop for her. So we move into heat 7 of 8 on the girl side. And again, scoreboard issues once again. This is something else this morning. Grace Garvey in lane 1, Rachel Picro in 2, Vivi Larrabee in 3, Emily Pelchat in 4, Madeline Young in 5, Bryn Lamb in 6, Callie Bruno in 7, Olivia Lundstrom in 8. Good thing I have a heat sheet. It is Emily Pelchat who is leading the way. It looks like Madeline Young will take second, and Vivi Larrabee third. So Pelchat, Young, Larrabee. Those are your top 3. Sorry, we're having issues on deck. We'll move into our final heat. Heat number 8. These lane assignments are correct. Anna Pena comes in with the top time in this final heat number 8, 26.35 for Pena. Pena takes first, 26.92. Hardison second. Lee takes third. So now we'll move down into the boys' side. 6 heats to close out our day, then we'll finish with shootouts. Boys 12 and under 50 free. Lanes 1, 7, and 8 are open. Julian Shen in lane 2, Ross Lopez in 3, Ben Bradshaw in 4, Leon Valerio in 5, Vincent Braun in lane 6. It's Leon Valerio leading the way. Leon Valerio will take our opening heat of the 50 free. Bradshaw takes second. Third place looks like it was Julian Shen with the soft touch. Charlie Butera in lane 1, Joe Beerworth in lane 2, Jason Wong in lane 3, Jordan Ikabuchi in 4, Alexander Kazakov in 5, Gavin McGlynn in 6, Sean McGlynn in 7. Rounding out the field, it's Noah Valles-Hubner in lane 8. Charlie Butera leading the way. So Butera takes it 35-47. Second place, McGlynn, and that's Gavin in lane 6. And there's been a bunch of soft touches here, folks. So I think Ikabuchi took third, but I can't guarantee that. You'll have to check Meet Mobile as we move into heat number 4. Let's hope the afternoon session is not marred with technical issues like this morning was. Heat 3 about to kick off. Lane assignments were correct. Tight race here. So Ethan Jacobson leading the way in lane 2. Ben Erickson in lane 4. Let's see who touches first, and it is Jacobson. So it was Jacobson. He didn't show up on the scoreboard because he had a soft touch. We'll move into heat number 4. Your lane assignments were correct. Alex Picard comes into heat 4 with the top time, 28.70 for Picard. Picard getting a good battle here by Miles Gonkalves in lane 3. I see if he can hold him off, and he will. Picard will take this one, 29.25. Gonkalves second, Wong in third. as we move into heat number 5. Lucas Dew comes into heat 5 with the top time. He's in lane 4 from Gators. Looking strong here, 20 yards in. He will be the leader at the halfway mark. Lucas Dew will be your heat 5 winner. He'll be followed by Ryan Cahoy, I believe, and he is. Dolan takes 3rd. So bring us to our final heat of the morning prior to shootouts. Heat 6 of 6. There are your lane assignments. Joey Eady comes in with the top time. The only one sub 28, 27:35. Eady is in lane 4. Eady will be slightly ahead of William Park at the turn. Nice turn by Park. Don't know if it'll be enough to catch Eady. It won't be. Eady will come into the shootout finals, your top qualifier. Park takes 2nd. 3rd place will go to Ian Toby in lane 6. So here come the shootouts. So we'll hopefully have these names on the scoreboard. We usually do for at least the top 8. And we do. So there are your top 8. So these are the 8 finalists in the 10 and under 50 free. We'll go alternating 10 and 10 and under, 11 and 12, 10 and under, 11 and 12, 10 and under, 11 and 12, and that'll conclude our session. I say our morning session, but we're 2:30. So here we go, folks. Lane assignments are correct. Emily Van Dongen comes in. She won the 50 butterfly. She's the favorite here in the 50 free. Great reaction time by Van Dongen. So it will be Emily Van Dongen who moves on. Second place looks like Mannion right now. And it is Mannion, so she'll take 2nd. Lundstrom 3rd. And Fielding takes 4th. So they'll be your top 4 on the 10 and under side. Here we go with the 11 and 12s. See if we have this correct, and we do. So there are your correct lane assignments. Pena, your top overall qualifier for these finals in lane 4. Pelchat giving her a fight in lane 5. Hughes in lane 3. Pena and Pelchat fighting it out. Here comes Fiona Hughes. The real battle is going to be for 4th. Pena will take 1st, Pelchat 2nd, Hughes will take 3rd. Who takes 4th? And it's Hardison. So there will be your top 4 on the 11 and 12-year-old side. Pena once again winning. We'll go back to the 10 and unders. Emily Van Dongen, Madison Mannion, Olivia Lundstrom, Emma Fielding. They're your top 4. So they're coming up right now. Van Dongen with that quick reaction time off the blocks. Very straight as an arrow, narrow entry, or I should say shallow entry into the pool. So it will be Van Dongen who moves on. I think it's going to be Mannion in second. She's looking strong right now. So Van Dongen and Mannion will go down to the finals for the 10 and unders, I think. Oh, and yes, she sneaks out the victory over Derevyanko by 6/100ths of a second. So Van Dongen and Mannion move on to the finals. Here on the 11 and 12-year-old side, it would be Pena, Pelchat, Hughes, and Hardison. Pena, the lone crimson swimmer, in lane 4. So will this be Pena and Pelchat? They're first to the wall. Can Pelchat mount the comeback here? Can Hughes or Hardison sneak into second? Pena will win first, and it will be Pelchat. So Pena and Pelchat will move on to the finals. Pay no attention to the screen there. So here we go, finals. Emily Van Dongen in lane 4, Madison Mannion in lane 5. Van Dongen has the lead at the halfway mark, 25 yards in. Again, quick races. You got to get out to that quick start. Van Dongen starting to pull away here. Again, these swimmers must be exhausted swimming these races back to back, and it will be Emily Van Dongen who takes it. She will be your 10 and under 50 free winner. Mannion takes second. Good showing by her. Here we go, folks, our final race of the morning. It will be Anna Pena in lane 4, Emily Pelchat in lane 5. Pena representing Crimson, Pelchat representing Gators. They've been very close through these first 2 races. Let's see how this one shakes out. Good start by Pelchat. She was in the water first, ever so slightly. Pena, though, with that strong underwater, she'll lead the way at the halfway mark by about a half a second or more. So Pelchat's got herself some work to do. Here they go, about 15 yards to go, and it looks like it will be Anna Pena from Crimson. Pelchat will take second. Anna Pena, your 50 free 11-12 girls winner. Pelchat takes second. Now we go into the boys' final shootouts. So there are your lane assignments for the, oh, they disappeared. Now they're back again. There are your lane assignments for the top 8 on the boys. This is the 10 and unders. Lane 7 is open, so no lane 7. Lanes. Victor Figet Kosarev comes in the top qualifier. It is Ethan Bushinsky, though, to the wall first. Here comes Figet Kosarev, so it will be Victor. Bushinsky first, Victor second, Scott third, Howes fourth. We'll now move into the 11 and 12s. There are your lane assignments. Looks like lane 1 is open. Dew and Edie leading the way. Edie takes first, Picard, Dew, and Park. Okay, so Dew, Edie, Picard, and Park, they are top 4. We'll go back to the 10 and unders. This is the top 4. Figet Kosarev, Bushinsky, Scott, and Howes. So Alex Picard is in lane 4. Victor Figet Kosarev is in lane 5. Slam and Sammy Howes is in 6. And Ethan Bushinsky is in lane 3. This is a close one, folks. Ethan Bushinsky, Victor Figet Kosarev, Slam and Sammy Howes. And here comes Howes. He's going to take first. So Howes and Victor Figet Kosarev will move on. Slam and Sammy Howes, Victor Figet Kosarev move on to the finals. Edie in 4, Picard in 5. Park is in 6th. And Dew is in 3? I don't know, folks. I'm sorry about the lane assignments. So, again, flying blind here. Top 4. Looks like that's Joey Edie leading the way. So Edie will make it. He'll cruise into the finals. Who's going to take second? The scoreboard is... So it is Joey Edie and Alex Picard who make the finals. Speaking of finals, we'll go back to the 10 and unders. Here we go. Victor Figet Kosarev, Slam and Sammy Howes, teammates and training partners. This one should be a tight one. Slam and Sammy Howes in lane 4. Victor Figet Kosarev in 5. They are at the wall almost simultaneously. Figet Kosarev with the slight lead. Victor Figet Kosarev starting to pull away ever so slightly, and it will be Figet Kosarev, your 50 free champion. Slam and Sammy Howes takes second. Great job, gentlemen, as we move on to our 11 and 12 finals. Joey Edie will represent Gators. Alex Picard will represent Crimson in our final race of the 12 and under session. Edie in lane 4, Picard in lane 5. And it's Edie with the great start. So it's going to take a lot to come back on Edie here. Probably a half a second at the 25-yard wall. Can Picard mount a comeback? 10 yards to go. He cannot. It will be Joey Edie. Picard will take second. Edie goes to 26.79. Picard 29.18. All right, folks, that concludes our morning session. Appreciate you joining us for our 12 and under session. We will be back. I know the time was changed. I don't know the updated start time of we're getting you that updated start time of the 13 and over. We're trying to. Keep an eye on so I don't have the updated start time of the 13 and over. Folks, as soon as I get it, I will put it on the Abreu Media Productions Facebook page. For those of you who have 13 and overs, for those of you who don't, appreciate the time. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you October 21st up at WPI. Take care.